Cheers.
Hello, hello.
Happy Friday, everyone.
Friday.
Friday.
Welcome to our episode 31
On the dark
Ooh,
side,
podcast.
South Fargo.
I feel like it's been a while since we've had a podcast, or just since I've been here.
Holidays.
Mhm.
Yep.
The holidays got the best of us, so
So we're back.
we're back.
And what's the name of our show?
We are Diamond Realty Associates Real Estate Update.
Did you know?
And I'm Erin. I'm joined with,
Amber.
Dawn.
Trace.
and we are the fabulous 4 agents on Diamond Realty Associates. So today we're going to continue our segment on developments. Dawn, what's
All of the
development?
developments. We're going to talk about South Fargo, but I have to tell you a cool fact.
Story time.
Our last podcast, we talked about North Fargo. We're going to learn about South Fargo, but did you know that Fargo was originally named Centralia
What?
Lake?
What?
Yeah. It was later renamed Fargo after the Northern Pacific Railway director, whose name was William Fargo.
Thank you, William Fargo.
Yes.
William Fargo, because Centralia?
Because we're the central part of the U.S. Is that
Yep.
why?
And our city became known as the gateway to the West, even though I think St. Louis has that, right?
Okay, Centralia is kind of a kick-ass name.
Yeah. Not gonna lie.
Can we do hashtag Centralia?
Yes. That should
Thank
be,
you, William Fargo.
That should be the petition going around, not to change us to Mega Coda. That's
Mega
stupid.
Coda.
That's kind of funny.
But we digress.
we do. I don't think we have a Tasty Tuesday thing.
Well,
Did
we did it a little different this time because
right, we
wanted
did.
to give it away before Frisco. So we can
That's
still
right.
talk about that at the
Okay,
end.
'Cause we should.
Just so you know, I did draw the name before Frisco, and then I never posted it.
Oops. So this person doesn't know they won?
She doesn't know she won.
No.
Oops.
Well, we'll
Thanks.
let her know.
You're
later.
still going to have a really amazing gift. You're going to be super jacked, especially since they're now 7-time champions.
7.
Yeah, so even more reason to spout it, support it, and wear it.
Absolutely.
Spout it.
I haven't got on and
Words.
got my new sweatshirt yet, but I'm going to get the one that has all the 7s across it. I'm going to wear it in Vegas, probably. 7! I know, right?
If anyone knows what that's from,
Friends.
you're forever my best friend. Don, you're forever my best friend.
Bringing it back
Anyway,
to South Fargo.
yes. Okay, so Don, take it away. What are we going to talk about today?
Fargo. Well, South Fargo. When you guys think of South Fargo, what do you guys think is South Fargo?
New.
What is considered?
Yeah,
South
where do you
Fargo?
think the like borderline is?
The bowler.
That's like the heart of South Fargo.
Right.
I would say probably just east of Veterans
Okay.
for like the West Fargo border.
Yep.
Obviously the river for the
Okay.
East Fargo border.
Where would you think the middle of town is?
Well, I would say for
Maine.
South, like
I mean,
South of
13.
32nd. For South.
Right. Well,
Did you
and
say Maine?
I
Maine.
meant 13.
Like where the avenues start going north?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's North Fargo.
But technically,
That's the middle.
Maine used to be the
Middle.
Maine used to be the middle, and anything south of Maine, all the kids would go to south. Anything north of Maine was north side schools. But now it's changed, and you
Not so
almost-
stupid, huh?
Yeah. So now I think the middle of town is actually
Loudest
32nd
I've ever
Avenue.
heard.
32nd.
Yeah, if not like, it's between like 25th Avenue and 32nd Avenue South.
Well, especially now that things are creeping down to like what 76th Avenue. We're getting some
Right.
developments down there.
And hopefully we'll have more information on the overpass coming on 64th Avenue
Yes.
Right.
out by Davies High School too.
So Don, tell a little bit about that for folks that don't know what that is.
About
The overpass.
the overpass. Well, right now the only overpass into South Fargo, like 52nd Avenue,
Into Moorhead, you mean?
into Moorhead, is the Convent Road, as we like to call it, that goes across the river there. But they are looking at building something on 64th Avenue.
Just because there's so much growth down there, right?
And there's so much traffic. Yep. And to get to Davies is kind of a
hassle.
A mess.
mess.
So for this overpass,
Yep.
is it crossing 94 or is it crossing the river? Because I thought it was crossing 94.
I think it's crossing 94 and the river.
Oh, okay.
It's kind
cool.
of a double whammy thing. So it might actually not be 64th Avenue in Moorhead
Okay.
because the avenues don't
Change.
line up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
It'll be like a second roundabout.
Yep.
Over there, probably.
Probably.
In Moorhead.
Probably.
Kind of
Who
by
was I
Blue
ta-
Stem.
Right.
Right.
It would have
Yeah.
to be.
Well,
Yep.
even further south.
And honestly, tonight when we have our holiday Christmas party out in Rustic Oaks in Moorhead, you're gonna go to like 110th Avenue South.
That's way
So you're gonna go way out there to get there, and you're gonna be surprised how far out houses are actually at. Like, it's crazy how things are just popping up left and right down there.
So what are some of the developments we see in Fargo?
The development map that we have pulled up is actually from the HBA, Home Builders Association.
Means
Quality. Anyway, most of those are newer developments, so it doesn't actually take into consideration like Prairie Wood or Carlton or Hawthorne,
The established ones?
the established ones. But it does show you where all of those are, which I didn't know some of them were called Maple Valley. Have you guys ever heard of Maple Valley?
No, or if you were wondering where Cofton Coves is.
Right. And the nice thing about South Fargo is there is quite a few new developments, but there's also developments that have been there for a while that have established trees, the infrastructure's there. The further you go out into South Fargo, you're going to end up with probably more specials, because Eagle Point is one of those developments down south in Fargo that has high specials, which is crazy.
So I think a big ticket item in South Fargo right now is the floodplain.
Absolutely.
So some people are a little skittish of South Fargo because they're afraid they're going to have to pay a lot of premiums, is that what you call it?
Yeah,
For flood insurance.
Well, and the newer developments, though, all of the houses are required to have floodproofing done to them.
And how much does that cost?
Like 30 grand, wasn't it?
I think per house it's like
Per
12,500
house?
that the new builder
Right,
tax onto the price.
right,
But better than paying flood insurance.
right. And hopefully they get the diversion done by 2026, I think, is their kind of
Plan so far.
plan so far.
Tentative.
Yeah. So
But
we've got a couple things we're going to go to. We're going to learn a little bit more about what's going on with the flood diversion, and we will be letting you keep you updated.
That's going to be our blog this month.
Right.
So
Right.
So look for
keep
our
your eye
blog.
out.
The other thing, too, is that in North Dakota, there's the Prairie Dog Initiative that's on the bill this year that actually will give money back to different communities. It takes like the oil and gas money and spreads it across the state.
Oh.
But it's actually, they're looking at it in ways to use it to pay for infrastructure and to lower specials here and there. So
nice.
Cool.
So look for that on in the coming months. I'm guessing it'll be on our ballots at some point. But it's called the Prairie Dog, just so you know. Don't go shoot the Prairie Dog. I know you're laughing because
I'm not.
it's hilarious.
No, I'm not.
Nah.
Shut up! I was just reeling it back in.
Anyway,
Spicy armpits now.
I'm sorry. But there are quite a few, when you start looking at South Fargo, there are quite a few developments. But one cool thing about Fargo, if you go to Google Maps,
Okay.
and
And you can just type in Google Maps, right?
Google Maps, you betcha.
And this is specific to Fargo.
Just to Fargo. I don't,
Yes.
Moorhead didn't do it, and West
Oh.
Fargo. But you'll see like a subdivision, like by West Acres, or even where we're at right now. We're just considered West Acres development, but there's Amber Valley to the south of us, Points West. On the map, it actually has those, but if you highlight it, so if you click on Points West there, it will actually show you the whole area that's considered Point West.
Oh, so it shows you the boundaries.
Yeah, it shows you the boundaries, which is really nice because if you want to know what division you're in, you know, especially when they start realigning school districts and whatnot too, they do tell you this school or this subdivision goes to this school. So,
Yeah,
Oh,
which
that's
is that's
cool.
really
Yeah.
nice.
which is really nice. And the other thing too is even what are you looking for?
I don't want to say it on podcast.
Oh, you're fine.
That's crazy.
North.
Yep.
Keep
Anyways.
going. There's Prairie Wood. You want to go golfing?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. But it's nice because I never knew that Westgate. Did you guys know that? Or you know, some of the other names,
Mm-hmm.
even just South High, is considered a development.
I didn't realize Brunsdale is.
Yeah.
And that's where the twin is. So
Yep.
should have probably known that. Good, good to learn.
You know it
Learning
now.
is good. What's One Oak Place? I've never even heard of that.
Actually, One Oak Place is a retirement.
Oh, okay.
Just so you know.
In case you were wondering.
It is in the exact same writing as the
The rest of them. And do you want the only reason I know that is the guy that I work with at Menards lives there. And he tells me how wonderful it is.
But I think this
So.
is a really cool find that you found.
Yeah.
Because you can figure out what neighborhood do I like, and then what development is it considered? When I'm
Well,
talking to my agent.
Absolutely. And the other thing that we can do on MLS is actually search the subdivision for listings that are coming or sold, or if you're living in that one subdivision
And
but
maybe
you want to move to a different one, you can see what price point's selling, how fast it's selling, and then how much, what you're moving into.
Right, so we can
How much
keep an
competition.
eye
Yeah,
on
yep.
that specific development and see if there's been a price drop or,
or if there's a lot of homes that are expiring because maybe they're not selling,
Absolutely.
or if they're selling fast.
Well, and we can target those areas with custom mailers too if there's
Right.
not anything out there right now. Just because there's not something out there, if you're looking to be somewhere, still reach out to us. We can help that happen.
And another reason that we're kind of valuable, because we'll do the dirty work. We'll go door knock, we'll send the mailers, we'll get you a spot,
Well, right
the
there.
house that you want in the development you want.
Absolutely. And this will help us too, like to be able to do that development. You can actually, when you're on Google Maps, zoom in. So you can take out the apartments, or a twin home row that you don't want to target if we were going to target something.
Cool.
But it's a good.
Well, let's hurry up and get West Fargo and Moorhead on that too, because that'd be really valuable.
Yeah, why is it? I don't know. I'm not sure
Come
why.
on, Centralia. Get on
Centralia.
board.
No, we are Centralia.
We are Centralia.
Fargo is Centralia.
That's what I'm saying.
We are
Oh.
West Centralia.
West Centralia needs to get on board.
Yeah, West Centralia. You need to get on board.
Right.
But I will say West Fargo is really good about like their Facebook sites and
Oh,
their
yes.
city
Updating.
sites and
I was thinking the same thing. I just don't. I guess I follow everything Facebook related for West Fargo. I do a little bit in Fargo, but not as much.
But I've looked and there's not as much either.
Yeah.
West Fargo's just really good about their online presence and keeping it updated.
But yeah. And did you guys know like Fargo is like one of the top towns for small businesses too?
I could see
Yes.
that.
It's one of the best places in the country. It's like rated in the top 8 or something for places to start a small business.
Right.
So-
Click on that Why Fargo up there.
Oh.
Why Fargo?
Why Fargo?
Because that just kind of gives our economic growth everything. We're ranked number 1 by Forbes in small business places for businesses and careers in 2014.
Wow.
This stuff's also on our first blog too.
It is
Nice.
because we love Fargo or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably why
Or
I've lived here for
something
like,
like that.
23 years now.
Well, I think going back to the Google Maps, Don, what's some good neighborhoods if someone's just starting out to find, a nice, modest starter home? What are some good developments they could focus on?
In South Fargo.
In Fargo, yeah, South Fargo.
In South Fargo, I would say Osgood's 7th behind Hornbacher's
Legacy.
Legacy.
Mm-hmm.
Also, even the Twin area,
Oh,
Run-
Brunsdale.
Runsdale.
Those are all good starter homes.
Starter
price
homes,
point.
neighborhoods.
Even
Right.
South High and Carl Ben, like if you want something character-wise, Hawthorne. But if you're looking, new, Bison Meadows, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Deer Creek.
Deer Creek.
I think Brunsdale's a good starting
yeah.
development as well.
And Lincoln.
Mm-hmm.
I have you, yeah.
I've got a couple friends in Hawthorne, and they really like that area too. Like you said, you get the trees.
Yes.
What are you
Yes.
laughing?
And actually, if you are in Clare Barton, you're like center of town, really, really close to 13th Avenue and everything.
And if you're looking for something really local, but maybe a little bit higher price point, Bluemont Lakes is highly sought after. People love it there.
And with Hawthorne too, you're gonna have a mix. You're gonna have on East Street there some $1 million homes, beautiful Victorians, and then you'll have starter homes on the streets surrounding it too.
But if you're coming to Fargo for Sanford Hospital, I would tell you to probably check out Points West, Valley View. Is Valley View considered West Fargo though? I think it's not on
No.
here because it's new.
You have it here, 40th and
Yep.
Veterans.
Yep.
Probably Willow Park. That's really convenient to the new hospital.
Yep.
Like you said,
And even
you
some
can-
of Charleswood too.
Well-
If you can, but we're talking West Fargo and Fargo.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
if you want to stay in Fargo.
And Timber Creek wouldn't be bad to get to the hospital.
Yeah, because it's
No.
you're right by the interstate.
right by the interstate.
Mhm. Although Amber Valley, you got Costco right there. And the hospital.
True.
Have you seen that meme that like describes Fargo? And it's like Costco is like one of the landmarks, like Costco, and that's just like that whole area.
Yep.
Why can't you just say west of the Sanford? Because that's,
Nobody
huge.
really knows it's there yet.
But
So
Costco, we all know.
Costco.
We do. And that video that's going around about Fargo is hilarious too. Like,
The song one?
yeah,
Yeah, I shared that too.
some of them people like to make fun of Fargo, and our weather has definitely been bipolar this week or
Hey.
in the last 2 weeks.
But stats show our average high in the summer is 82 degrees.
Our
Really?
average,
Surprise,
our average in
surprise.
the winter was 23, so that wasn't even like that bad.
That didn't count the wind chill, however.
I know the other day when it was like 2 degrees and like 17 below wind chill, I was like, oh, my face hurts. Why do I
Yeah.
live here?
It's the wind, man.
Yeah.
It's the wind.
Yes.
But the nice thing about building more houses and more tall hospitals, the wind kind of goes down.
Yeah.
absolutely.
Everyone move here.
Yeah.
And build and put in trees.
Yes.
So in 20 years, we'll have like no wind.
Yeah.
And global warming will be like warmer.
We should just build a mountain somewhere.
Yes.
Yeah, because you
To
can see it
block
from
it.
everywhere in Fargo.
Yeah, build it on the west.
That would be landmark.
Everybody has views.
Oh yes, that would be fun.
But I kid.
There's lots of places to build in South Fargo, unlike North Fargo. There's a lot of developments coming up in the south side. Along with new developments, again, we have to worry about specials and we have to worry about the floodplain.
Right.
But get that diversion done. Corps of Engineers, let's do this.
8 years?
Yeah, 2026. So 7
7.
years.
And another
And
great
there's 7. Woo! 7 is our lucky number today.
Another great thing about South Fargo too, I live in that area, and just there's so many trails and
Yes.
parks, and you can just run or rollerblade or walk your dog or do whatever. It's much more like a metropolis than Fargo used to be. They're doing good.
Yeah, it's very convenient to get someplace, like you said.
Right. And their trails are connected, where
Mm-hmm.
West Fargo is working towards it.
Yep.
Which is
It's fun.
nice. But any idea what they're doing with, that was one area by, is it Discovery on 40th? Map, girl.
Map girl. That's
Map,
me.
girl. We're going to need to go to the right.
That's
There,
off of
keep
25th and
going.
40th, right?
Yeah, go down.
Right here.
So Centennial's but then is it Discovery Middle School that's right above Rose Creek there to your
Mhm.
right in South Point?
Yep.
There's that trail that goes back to Rose Creek, the
Mm-hmm.
bike trail.
Yep.
Any idea what they're doing? Is that flood diversion stuff too, probably?
So what you're talking about is in
Oh.
between 25th and University and
Yeah.
40th and
Yeah.
52nd.
There's a bike
Yeah.
trail that's kind of been blocked off for a while.
Oh,
So I'm
Yeah.
guessing it's got to do with the flood proofing stuff.
yeah, it could be.
Because it said it's not opening until like fall of 2018.
So good to know if you're bike trailing over. In the area.
Exactly. You have to
Or-
try a different route.
They could be expanding it too, Dawn, because it
Yeah.
ends right there.
Okay.
It loops up, and you'd have to get on the sidewalk right here.
Okay.
So,
Sweet. That's nice to know though, because you want to know that you can hit all the bike trails. Because you can, like when they do the marathon, they run far down there, don't they?
yeah, but they're just on the streets.
On the streets.
Yeah.
So anything else we should know about South Fargo, Don?
Lots of choices.
Mhm.
And it's pretty spread out.
It's pretty spread out. You're gonna need a car if you live in Fargo, or figure out the bus system. That's one thing I haven't done. We should do that one day. Ride the bus around town.
Around town.
Doesn't that sound fun? Okay, maybe.
It sounds like an adventure. Yes.
Are you up for adventures?
Or we could look at a map.
Well, we could do that
Adventures.
too. So
I
that
feel the bus
kind
lot
of
now.
wraps up our Fargo developments. We're gonna jump to the other side of the river one day and talk to you about Moorhead.
Moorhead.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's a
Okay.
lot to see and do over in Moorhead
There
too.
is.
So, and what else?
That's it.
That's it for South Fargo, but we should dive into our Tasty Tuesday.
Tasty
What did we
Tuesday.
do? What did we eat?
Well, the one and only jail,
Jail
beers.
beers.
And it was delicious.
It was.
We wanted to get you this before Frisco, but better late than never.
Hopefully you
We-
didn't go. Maybe you did, and now
I'm
you'll.
so busy.
We got super spoiled. Jail Beers gave us mugs to give away, a hat for the bison, And I don't know if they want me to wear it.
Here's a used hat.
And there's a gift card. And our winner is, drum roll,
Drum roll.
Sherry Witz. Sherry, come get all of your fabulous Bison swag and jail beer swag.
And thanks for posting an awesome GIF or picture.
Yeah.
It was fun.
We like the interaction.
I don't remember which one it was.
I don't know. They
It
were all
was
pretty funny,
wonderful,
though.
whichever you posted.
Anyway,
So, okay, well, come get your swag. And a reminder, if any of our people from our last event are listening, we still have a lot of your gifts that we're going to use. So hurry up.
Lots of gifts to come.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We might need to do our one little like rattle off segment on all the people who need to come get stuff from
Yeah.
us because
Or
there's a
they
lot.
didn't donate.
maybe we should do a Facebook Live with healing.
Yes,
Ooh.
and the gifts.
Trace and I didn't lose enough brain cells. We can do it again.
We have
We can do
more
it
to
again.
spare.
And who are we
We are.
as a team? Okay, we
I
are
was looking at
client-
the camera when I did that, so I'm really surprised I didn't like smack you in the face.
We are
That would've
very,
been
very
funnier.
client-focused group of real estate agents who want to do everything to help you achieve your goals in real estate. We're not out to sell you anything. We want to help you get to where you want to go and have clients for life. Anything to add to that?
And we like to have fun, apparently.
Yes.
And suck helium.
And,
And drink coffee when it's 90 in here. Why are we drinking coffee, Dawn?
So hot.
well, because it has Bailey's
It
in
does have Bailey's in it.
Oh, I missed the memo.
Well, come enjoy the wild ride of being a client of Diamond Realty Associates.
We promise you won't regret it.
We promise we'll take care of you. Well,
We will.
find us at buysellfmhomes.com or our Facebook page, Diamond Realty Associates. And as always,
Stay classy, FM.
Doom,
Oh,
doom, doom,
oh, that was me.
doom.